Some people are no longer living. They are performing an identity. And the strange part is, most of them don't even realize it. Human beings build psychological characters very early in life, sometimes to be loved, sometimes to survive, sometimes to avoid rejection, humiliation, abandonment, or pain. One person becomes the intelligent one. Another becomes the strong one, the independent one, the funny one, the successful one, the good person, the one who never fails. At first, these identities feel useful. They help us navigate the world. But over time, something dangerous can happen. The identity stops being a tool and becomes a prison. Because once the mind becomes emotionally attached to a self-image, it starts protecting that image at all costs, even when the image is destroying the person underneath it. And this changes the way people think, the way they love, the way they work, the way they suffer. Some people stay trapped in exhausting lives because their identity depends on appearing productive. Some stay emotionally closed because vulnerability threatens the image of being strong. Some sabotage opportunities because failure would destroy the identity of being exceptional. And many people remain psychologically frozen because they no longer know who they are without the character they created. This is one of the deepest contradictions of the human mind. People do not only fear pain, they fear losing psychological familiarity, even when that familiarity is killing them. Carl Jung spoke about something called the persona, the social mask, the version of ourselves designed for the external world. And the problem is not having a persona. The problem begins when the person completely forgets they are wearing one, because eventually maintaining an identity becomes exhausting. You start monitoring yourself constantly, controlling how you appear, how you speak. Your life slowly transforms into performance, and performance creates distance. Distance from other people, distance from reality, distance from yourself. That's why many people secretly feel empty even when their lives appear successful, because achievement cannot heal disconnection from the self. And maybe this is why change feels so psychologically violent, because real transformation is not just about building new habits. It is about allowing an old identity to die, and the ego hates that. The ego would rather suffer consistently than stop recognizing itself, because at least suffering inside a familiar identity still feels psychologically predictable. And the unknown terrifies the mind, even when the unknown contains freedom. This is why some people unconsciously sabotage growth, not because they want pain, but because growth threatens the character they spent years building. And without that character, they no longer know who they are. So they return to familiar patterns, familiar fears, familiar suffering, not because it feels good, but because it feels known. Maybe one of the hardest realizations is understanding this. You can spend years protecting an identity, while slowly losing the person behind it. Maybe growth is not becoming someone new. Maybe it is surviving the collapse of who you thought you had to be. Because sometimes, the personality you built to survive becomes the very thing preventing you from truly living.